We are out in the front yard today. Actually, we are with Maverick, our golden retriever. Hard to see, but he's on the long line. He's definitely a flight risk. The family has let him out off leash before, and although he did come back eventually, he was gone for a while. So definitely a flight risk. But we've got the long line on to imitate the feeling of being off leash. So if he is going to try to run away, we could correct and recall. But we've got that long line for safety. We are recapping stay. As you can see, Josh rolled the Tonka truck by. The Tonka truck just represents something the dogs might want to go towards and chase, or they might want to be afraid of it and want to run away from it. So we trigger both parts if it's in there. But either way, the dogs learn to just stay and watch it roll by. Just an easy distraction. Again, change in scenery. There's a recall. We are really working hard on those recalls. It's hard for him to listen, because listening means he's given up his freedom and control over to us. And he's a guy that's used to walking around at free will, kind of doing what he wants, when he wants. He comes back when he wants. He wasn't a troublemaker like Gus was. You know, he's a real gentle, easy soul, but he didn't listen at all. And we see that a lot. So it's harder for him actually than his brother to listen and submit. Gus has no problem listening. He has a harder time listening. Again, because he's used to having all that freedom for 3 years. So we're working on two things, and it's raining out. So we're out here working in the rain. Recall and stay. And then we are adding a new skill today called the follow, which will eventually turn into the heel. So the recall turns into the follow, which turns into the heel. It's a really nice formula we have. Good job, Mavi. Good job. Doesn't look like much, but when we first started this is actually his second session on this. We would recall him, he would go the other way.
Yeah.
He would literally go the other way.
He's used to people chasing him.
Yes.
He's used to running away.
Or just come back when I feel like it, but I'm not listening to you.
That was the initial technique, and then because it's a dog who runs away consciously, his next technique was we're walking, he's hanging back, letting us keep walking.
Yeah, and
then
slip
once
away.
There's enough distance, which we already know. We see it coming from a mile away, but he doesn't know we see it coming. And then it's turn around and go the other way, and run away, right? So, good boy. And then, like you said, and then the next thing was that none of that's working. Let me try charming up the human that's not asking me to work, so I'll go to this human and not recall, right? So all the things, all the stuff.
But luckily we've got experience. Experience helps us out a lot, doesn't it, Josh?
It sure does, because we know what they're going to do.
We know what they're going to do, and we know it's all an effort to get out of listening.
And the interesting thing is they all do the same things.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for the day for a dog to come up and
whoa,
start
we weren't seeing that going.
They're doing
coming.
backflips.
Yeah.
They do the same stuff.
You're such a pretty boy.
Good. Once you can read them, you kind of know what they're going to do. All right.
That was a great session.
Good. One more here.
One more. There's a recall into the follow. Wow. Nice work, Josh.